Hello, fellow realists. I'm David Ravel, and this is Value Side for Tuesday, April the 19th. For all of our articles and podcasts, visit valueside.com. Today, Shanghai has been Shanghaied. Imagine waking up one day and reading that New York, the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach, and the automakers in Detroit were all being taken over by the government, shut down in an effort to contain the spread of a virus. Now, the economic impact on our country would be profound. The financial capital, the largest shipping ports, and the center of industry and auto production all shut down. The economy would be in a tailspin, the center of three of the nation's most important hubs of commerce all taken over, all at once. As economists, we would expect a nationwide economic slowdown would be quick to follow, and more likely a recession. But 2 weeks ago, that's just what happened in China, when China shut down Shanghai, the home of the world's largest shipping port, a vital cog to the supply chain to the United States and the rest of the West, and the home of several automakers such as Tesla, Volkswagen, and Toyota. To say nothing of Pegatron, it's the principal private label maker of Apple iPhones and Apple MacBook, all of which are struggling to reopen their factories. In short, Shanghai has been Shanghaied, a term which gained renown in the 19th century as the place where kidnapped sailors ended up after being conscripted to man sailing vessels from around the world. And almost 2 centuries later, it's all happening again. But this time, instead of wayward foreigners, it's the entire population of Shanghai that's been conscripted. Citizens are confined to their homes, not allowed to venture outside, cut off from food and supplies, all in an effort to contain a virus which, by all accounts, seems far less lethal than the means used to confine these innocent people. Shanghai is one of only 4 municipalities in China that are ruled directly by the central government. Being under central control means that the procedures initiated by the CCP are quickly and most effectively carried out by troops and supported by personnel of the Chinese Communist Party. While you may think that this is a replay of 2020 all over again, it most definitely is occurring at this very moment. Millions have been locked away, with food and medicines all coming in short supply. Rumors are rife of people left alone to die in their apartments from starvation or from lack of proper medical treatment. Imagine a long line of ships, a parade, if you will, stretching from Shanghai, China, to the port of Los Angeles, nearly 6,500 miles in total distance, taking each ship, depending on its speed and the weather, about a month or 2 to make that trip. A couple of weeks ago, the parade stopped in Shanghai, but those ships already underway will continue for some time until they reach L.A. In the meantime, those of us here in America will not miss a thing. Life will continue as normal. That is, until the parade ends. It's then that things will likely change. Ordinary items that we've grown accustomed to may suddenly become hard to find. As someone has already pointed out, while the cereal we eat each morning for breakfast may continue to be in plenty supply, the box that contains that cereal, having been made in China, may run out, and the Wheaties or Cheerios become unavailable on our store shelves. It will be the first time in many years that we will learn just how dependent this country has become on offshore producers. And it's a tremendous opportunity for the entrepreneurs in this country to begin American production, a chance of a lifetime to reindustrialize and return to made-in-America products, something that the youngest among us may never have heard of. What a chance for us to set this economy straight, to bring our production somewhat closer to our own consumption. So while it's true that Shanghai has been taken over, Shanghaied if you will, it's a chance for our own captured economy to be set free, to return to a free-producing, open, and free marketplace. The free marketplace that was central to the American dream. Now, interesting action in the 6-month T-bill auction last night. For the first time since the beginning of March, the yield on the 6-month bill rose only 3 basis points. A sign, perhaps, that Treasury buyers are starting to see a cooling in this torrid inflation. Turning overseas, a sharp rise in Japanese industrial production, rising to a plus 2% growth rate for February after falling a little over 2% the month before. Japan, and for that matter the rest of the world, still has a ways to go to fully regain its consistent market production as the world works its way back from last year's pandemic lockdown. Here in the U.S., a look at the first stages of real estate development as housing starts and building permits will be announced, and the street is once again looking for new real estate construction to edge higher once again. Now, in earnings this morning, some interesting results already. Leading off has been vaccine maker Johnson & Johnson, with the street dropping their stock. Also reporting results and having less than positive results have been Halliburton, the big oil service company, and IBM, both having a tepid response from investors. Scheduled for a little later for today will be Netflix, Rio Tinto Mines, and Lockheed Martin, the big defense company. And that's Value Side for this Tuesday, April 19. For all of our podcasts and blog posts, visit valueside.com. I'm David Ravel. Value Side is independently written and researched. The views expressed are strictly my own.